Hello and welcome to the video. Today we're having a look at this rather large set from Marklin. It's number 4862. I've had to put it here on the table because it's too big for my workbench. So it's presented really well in this Marklin packaging. It's got the usual Marklin design, but it looks really impressive just because of its size. So this symbol up here means that these wagons are fitted with wheels for the Marklin 3-rail system. So if you want to use this on something like Hornby or Pico track, these wheels will short out your model railway, so you'll need to change them. So this set consists of 5 wagons and a truck load. I'm going to show you each of them in turn. So let's have a look and see what we've got inside this massive box. Opening the box reveals the usual Marklin polystyrene tray underneath, and straight away you're struck with the vibrancy of these wagons. It's really quite an impressive set. I'll take each of them out in turn, but I'll just give you a pan across so you can see what we've got here. 2 box cars, 2 gondolas, a flat wagon and a truck load. We've also got these little chalk things here to stop the truck moving about when it's on the railway. Okay, I'll move each one to the workbench and we'll have a closer look. So here's the first wagon out of the box. It's a box car with a Rio Grande design on it. It's a very vibrant colour of silver and yellow, with a black line separating the two and some printing on the side here. It's up to Marklin's usual standard of printing and painting. It's very clear and crisp. So this model is made of metal. It has metal ladders here on the end. It has metal trucks with plastic outside parts added on and metal couplings as well. It's got a sliding door. It's quite a crude design, this door. It works okay, it's a bit wobbly. On top you've got a plastic walkway, and underneath you've got some detail, but it's not really that impressive. Also here you can see that this says made in Western Germany, so this gives you an idea of how old this model is. Okay, so I'll put this aside and we'll look at the next one. So this is the next one out of the box. It's another box car. This time it's in Illinois Central Gulf livery. And again, it's got very clear printing. You can see the number 592746 and some details underneath. And up the other end, you've got some more printed details. Similar to the Rio Grande boxcar, the painting is quite glossy, so you can see the light shining there. That's perhaps not ideal for some people. Doors open as well in this one. You can see inside, but there isn't any detail. It's just the underside of the pressed steel floor of this wagon. The trucks again, same as the other one. They've held on with split rings, metal with plastic parts on the outside. Again, very little in the way of detail underneath these wagons. It's exactly the same as the first one, the Rio Grande boxcar, but this is certainly a brighter colour. This orange is really very bright. So let's have a look at the next one. Okay, next out the box is this gondola wagon. This is in New York Central livery with the number 580190. Again, this is printed very well. The logos are very clear. That's something that Marklin are very good at doing. And this model has got very good moulding down the sides with these rivet details. Inside, there's an indication perhaps of, I don't know whether this is meant to be wood or just ribs, but there's no printing on the sides, but it is painted a different colour from the outside. Underneath, got the same kind of metal trucks, but in this instance these are held on by screws, and you also have metal couplings as well. A little bit more detail here than underneath the box cars, but still not a particular large amount. One thing to note about this model is that it isn't made of metal, it's made of plastic, so it's quite a lot lighter. It does have these metal trucks and couplings, but the rest of it is a plastic moulding. It doesn't seem to be any weighted part of it. So let's see the next one. Okay, next up is another gondola. This one is in Reading livery in a nice green colour. It's number 1806. It's been painted inside with a light grey colour as well. Apart from that, it's identical to the previous gondola. There's nothing else different. So I'll put that aside and we can have a look at the final wagon. So here we have the 5th and final wagon. It is a flat car in a Milwaukee logo. You can see the printing on the side here. Again, very well done. This one is a bit heavier than the gondolas. It seems to have some metal ballast inside it, but it has a plastic deck and a plastic moulding underneath. But it does have these metal trucks that are attached with screws, and they have the plastic metal couplings, but it is quite a nice detailed underneath to it as well. It says made in Germany on this one, the others say made in Western Germany, so this is possibly a more modern wagon. Certainly looks quite nice. It's got some nice detail on the decking here, wood effect with some rivet detail. So the final part of this set is the truck, which comes in its own packaging. This is made by Viking, W-I-K-I-N-G, in Berlin. So this is quite an impressive truck. It looks like it might be a Peterbilt truck. I'm not 100% sure. If I'm wrong about that, please let me know in the comments. And it is attached to the trailer. I don't think the truck comes apart. It has the logo of TLC Services Inc. on the side and has some nice detail on the front here, including windscreen wipers, and these chrome stacks really make it quite impressive. Underneath is a fair amount of detail. The wheels move around on these metal axles, and at the back of the truck the doors open. Inside the truck you'll find these extra parts that you can fit to your model. It's a bit strange that they keep them inside the back of the trailer. Not a lot of people maybe know that and would miss the fact that you have these extra parts. What you get is some chrome steps, some air horns, and a sun visor which you can fit onto this truck if you want. If you're going to use this truck as a load on the wagon and run it on your railway, then you need to fit these three little chalk parts which attach to the wagon and secure the wheels of the truck as it goes round. I'll put each of these wagons on the scales so you can see how much they weigh. So the box cars weigh 118 grams. The gondolas weigh only 48 grams each. The flat car weighs 77 grams, with the truck on top weighs 117 grams. So overall this is a very attractive set. Each wagon is very well presented. It's got some really colourful graphics and colouring, and each one is different and quite appealing in its own right. The set would make a great addition to your Marklin collection. Although these wagons aren't up to modern standards in terms of detail, they have a lot of charm, and they are also ideally suited for something like a garden railway where their robustness can withstand a few knocks. So if you get a chance to buy this set, I would recommend it. It is rather big, so have a lot of space to store it. I think you'll quite enjoy it. So I'll put each of these on the turntable so you can have a look all the way around. For the time being, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. For now though, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.